to make letters just like these, and I will be showing you how to make them. So what you'll need an A6 card, and it's 15 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. And you'll need some stencil letters that we made out of cardboard, but we didn't make it out of any cardboard. We made it out of cereal box. So put that down there. You'll need a ruler. You'll need a pen. You'll need some pins. You'll need some threads, You'll need some zigzag scissors. You'll need some normal scissors. And if I haven't already said this, you'll need some fabric. I always get... one more thing. Wadding. I always forget the wadding. And so I'm going to be showing you how to make them today. So what you're going to do, you're going to get the piece of fabric, and as you see, got my piece of fabric, and I've put my card stencil on it, and I put it on the fabric, and then I drawed it with the pen. When I drawed it with the pen, as you see, there's 2 of them. So you want to make 2. And then you cut them out, snip, snip, snip. Once you cut them out, it should look something like this. Now I'm going to show you how to do it now. So, before you put the wadding inside, you're going to take your stencil. I'm using an L stencil. And then you take your stencil, and I'll just do it on here. And then you draw around it. Obviously it's not going to be perfect because I'm not going to use this one. And you just draw it around and blob, and then it should look something like that. If you're doing that out. And then you put the one that you didn't draw on, you put that on the table. And then you get your wadding. That should be the same size as the fabric. You put it on top of the fabric, as you can see right there. And then you put the fabric that you drew with the letter stencil, with that, and then you put that on the top. And then this is where the pins come in. Take the pins out. This might be a little bit tricky, so you might need some help with this. I had help with this because it is a little bit tricky to do it right on the edges. Make sure not to poke yourself. And you put it in and then put it out. But we are going to use a sewing machine, but if you're not comfortable on using the sewing machine, you can use some needles and you can use thread. So, we're using the sewing machine today, but as I said, you don't have to. But if you're comfortable of doing it, you can. So, you've done that. And now we're going to go onto the sewing machine and I'm going to show you how to sew it. So let's go to it. Oh, now I'm here. So we're now at the sewing machine. So now what we're going to do, as you see, we've made little dots here. And find the dot. And then you get your sewing machine and you put it down onto the dot. You don't have to have a dot. But we're just having a dot because it's easier. You push it down. You can use any kind of thread, but I'm using this, and then just sew. And make sure, don't go for me. Make sure it's on the line so it doesn't go all wrong. it, I just put my foot on the pedal. So I'm just gonna go 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, just do one more. Forgot to do something at the start, but that's alright because we can also do it at the end. Because we're gonna do the same thing at the end. And that will be a surprise for you. You go down. Make sure your fingers are far away from. Make sure. Yep, that's right. And then we just go down again. There's a little thing, so I'm just going to turn this off. So there's a little like, so where the needle is, in front of the needle, there's like a little line for us. And then that will help you, but if you can't see it and it's not on there, that's alright. But you put it down and then you match it up with the line that you're doing it on, and then that's how you get a straight line. And now I've got it on again. One more. Sometimes you just need one more and then it's done. But sometimes you don't. It's best to put 2 feet, like you're crossing your legs, but if it's easier to do it with one, then you can. If you want, you can go a little bit quicker and just got to put it on a little bit more beat. Just need to go in and like that. You see, it's not that fast. Don't put it on too fast or else that might scare you, or you might chop your fingers off. You don't want that to happen. Is that on it? Yep, that's on it. Okay, so just need to bring that back. Remember that line is on the pen line. Do you see? We're nearly finished. Just got to turn it up a little bit quicker. Just see it's going a little bit quicker. Don't put it on too quick, like I said. But if you don't get this right the first time, you can do it again, because practice makes perfect. Maybe just one more. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now, oh, that's not on the line. And then we just go again. And there's a special bit that was supposed to do it at the end. I meant to do it at the top, but I always forget that bit. So, okay, so that's good. So what we do now, there should be a button here. I'll show you, like right there. Somewhere around where the speed bit is. And then what you do, go back, 1, back, again, go 1, 1. Lift it up, you pivot. That's what it's called, you pivot. And then you go 1, 2. And then you go 1, 2. And that's you're done with this. Oh, I thought I was lifting it up then. As you're done with the sewing bit, but there's more to it. Now we're just gonna do the little clip, clip with these kind of scissors. If you don't have these kind of scissors, then it's all right. But you can use this bit here. Makes it easier. Now we want to turn this off so we don't hurt ourselves. And then we get our zigzag scissors. You don't have to use zigzag scissors, but I am because it makes it nicer for me. So now, before we do it, we have to take the needles out. And we get zigzag scissors, and then put it kind of on there, and move that back like this. Too close to me. So make sure you match it up if you're using zigzag scissors. Make sure you're not doing this, because that makes it, then it goes a little bit smaller. I spotted that. The more you go up, the more it goes like smaller. So, but you can barely even notice it. But I've learned something new today. Not to go like that. Just to go. Not too much, but just enough. Oh, they're falling off. Huh? Oh, and I did it again by accident. Bloop. I don't know why I always say blub, but that's just what I say. So yeah. It doesn't matter if you go a little bit wonky with it. Oh, I cut my nail off then. Got my hair tangled in it. So that's alright. Because at least I didn't cut my fingers off or chop my hair. Because if I chopped my hair with the zigzag scissors, then that wouldn't be good. You want to go like that. Maybe you do, if you really want to. You can snip like that. Doesn't really matter in that bit if you're going to the end, but make sure you don't snip too close. Remember, you don't have to have dotty stuff. You can use different stuff. You don't have to use dotty fabric. You can use other fabric, but we're using dotty fabric because one, it looks nice, in my opinion, and two, this one's stuck. And two, it will help us with the cutting. And we just gotta snip and then there. And that's that done with that. Snip. Oh, it's very hard. But to see, I follow the dot. It's very hard doing it because it's like hard because like these are like stiff scissors kind of. And then you just do the last bit like that. We're nearly finished. We just need to do one more bit, and then we're done. But we're not done yet. So I'm just doing an L, but I don't have two L's in my name. I only have one L. top. I have two L's, one at the start and one in the middle, but I don't have two L's at the end. So I'm just doing another L because I don't know why I'm doing another L. Oh, but if it goes wonky, like I just did then, that's alright. Nobody will notice. And then we have a beautiful L.